Time for the Weird and Wacky segment.
Abominable snowman.
He's not an axe murderer.
One of the TAs turned out to be a
First
buyer.
up in Weird and Wacky, and oh my God, I am such a fan of this. Add a zero to it.
Bring this to the U.S.
Man fined $200 for using speakerphone in French train station. Yes, do this.
Do this.
Absolutely.
This is the new standard.
So a guy was taking a phone call on a speakerphone, not even on the train, in the station.
Yeah.
And was approached and told that he had to stop or something. And then he didn't because he thought it was a joke. And then they fined him 175 euros, I think it was. And because he couldn't pay it right there on the spot, it went up to 200 euros or $200, whatever it was.
Wow.
So there's an additional, if you can't pay it on the spot, fine for something like this. I mean, I got to say, for a lot of things, Europe has these things figured out. You know, I will dig on the French for a lot of things. They are 100% correct on this.
Yes, 100%,
and I'll tell you, this should not apply just to train stations. This should apply to every public place in life.
Oh, yeah.
If you're at the grocery store, if you're in the bathroom, the fine should be 10x in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Like at the urinal? Like, come on, man.
I know.
Come on.
Like, I know you don't care if people hear you tinkling. I don't need my tinkling to be shared with some random person I don't know.
I think I'm going to say this, right? And it's going to be just so controversial, but not really. I think talking on the speakerphone in public is now the equivalent to smoking in public. Like that's what it's like. We don't want that pollution in our lives.
It should be shunned.
Yeah.
We should not. You know, it just does make me think though, and I've never done this before, but now maybe I'm getting emboldened by this, to start saying things when people are on a speakerphone call.
Oh, for sure.
Like join the call.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like just yell out random things like, why are you taking your shirt off? You know, like to some guy in the bathroom, like that'd be fine. Or like in the bathroom, like the better thing would be like, you can't do number 2 in the urinal. Like that'd be a good one. You know, like that's a good one.
I think I need you with me when these things happen. You're coming up with some good ones.
I mean, if you're at like Publix, you know, like you could like walk by and be like, I'm pretty sure 50 cupcakes is too many, you know, like that'd be a good one. Let's see. I'll try to think of more.
That's a good one.
So,
yeah.
So,
we probably need to come up with a list of things to say to embarrass people.
I like
when
that.
they're on speakerphone calls.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I would probably do. I'm the one that would actually do that. I don't really get embarrassed, so I just don't care. So
I probably would only be allowed to do this if my family was not with me, because if they were, they would get.
You realize that like this is a very this like game that we're talking about is like it's a very Gen X sort of thing, right? You understand that, right?
Probably,
like,
yeah.
Like that's like because like Gen X is known as the generation that doesn't give an F about anything, and so like that's the like anybody else from any other generation would be like mortified by what we're talking about. Like what?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So set it up. So
yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. I think it's me next. It's a groundbreaking AI chip, runs on light and is smaller than a grain of salt. To explain, I don't know. I read it. I don't know what's going on. My dad sent this to me. I thought it was cool. I had to tag it. So
they basically built an AI chip that runs on light instead of electrons. So it's light processing, but it's so small that it can literally fit at the end of a fiber optic cable.
Dang.
And so what's interesting here is that basically it could become a part of the transmission line and start doing interesting things to the data as it's being transmitted, instead of waiting for it to be transmitted and then processed somewhere else, or, you know, whatever it is. So I think there's some interesting opportunities here. Like you could, you know, implement encryption, quantum encryption, things like that.
Yeah.
You know, as it's going through a fiber optic cable.
Right.
I mean, it's fascinating.
Okay.
There's still apparently a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I think it shows you where things are going.
Right.
And it's pretty interesting.
All right. I like it.